This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so Ray J must be on the tapes because he is going hard for Diddy. He's like, Diddy's going to get free on the dead homies. Da-da-da-da-da. Diddy ain't getting free. I'm not going to go over the charges again. We've already done that before. Half of them charges are going to stick. There's actual people that are going to testify against Diddy. And they can remain anonymous. The court is not in his favor. Now, Brian Steele will help get him a good plea deal. But the Cassie tape being played in court and everything, he's going to be guilty of a few of those charges. The RICO's gone. That's going to leave, right? But, because it's going to be hard to prove that, a one-man RICO. But, to be honest with you, I believe he's going to get a few of those charges. And he's going to have to do a little bit of time. And I think it's reputation, which is the main goal of this, from whoever's doing it, because this seems a very organized takedown of Diddy. Like, I can't even explain it. I know it sounds like crazy, but this just doesn't even make sense. And like the way it happened, there was no buildup. It was here. You know? Yeah, Ray J has demons, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. So then we get Kanye, and he thinks that the music industry is his family and that they should help him. You know, he's shaming people like Jay-Z and Beyonce, Kendrick, Rihanna, Rocky, Trump, and Elon. Why are y'all watching them take my kids from me? Y'all want to say I'm acting out because of my childhood, but I don't get to be a dad. As celebrities, we are a family in a way. We are in the same boat. It cuts me to my core that my kids are being indoctrinated to serve ideals to black people. And all these celebrities, just get the popcorn. You guys can make a difference. I'm shaking typing this. I've had my rights stripped because I wore a red hat. That's not true. It's Kim Kardashian broke him down to the core. Kim Kardashian broke him down. And that's just a fact. He found family in the Kardashians. Remember when he flew into SNL, dropped off those Ray J tapes and negotiated that with Whack 100 and Ray J, and she cried, acting like that meant something when it didn't, because they combed through all that footage and used what they wanted to release the tape. That's what made him popular. But for the content, they shamed Kanye to spend $100,000 flying back and forth with these tapes just in time for SNL, where she met Pete Davidson and left Kanye. And Pete Davidson kept breaking down Kanye down. Now this weird, unfunny guy is around his kids. I don't feel bad for him because you make your choices, right? But this is what did it. This is what really broke him. I know he had some breakdowns. 2015, 16, 17. Kanye's always had breakdowns. They just get worse. I think in this one, he thought Jay-Z was going to take him out in 2016. He's just losing friends for speaking too much. If you wanted to play the entertainment game where you say they should come and help you, then you wouldn't speak so much. Because these these entertainment and music people that play the game, they are quiet. It's a weird, unfriendly, cold industry. You almost got to be fake and cosplay. Almost cosplay like Whack 100 pretends he's a Pyru. I'm not saying Whack 100 hasn't done stuff out here, but he cosplays. And they ran content on you. If we're talking about Whack 100 and you love to say the word run the content. I hate this. Real Whack 100 is bringing in people like Loose Cannon and stuff. These guys are garbage. You know why? Because it's not just someone that had been in the music industry before, because Loose Cannon wasn't. Whack 100's been in the music business. So he kind of understands it. And he kind of like dances in and, on both, trying to be a gangbanger and podcaster, which doesn't mix because you end up talking too much on there and people get hurt or people get arrested or you get arrested or you get hurt because you're coming from something that is very hush-hush and now you're gangbanging on the internet. I mean, it's like, look what drill rappers went through. They were gangbanging on the internet and a lot of them are dead or in jail. Pretty much all of them. Quando Rondo is in jail. This is another person that was banging on the internet for years. It was inevitable he was going to end up in jail. He's just lucky. He only got a few years. Will he learn from this? Or will he not? We'll have to see, it's a shame. Like, you see Young Thug, he doesn't, in a way he beats it. He pleads out and he's home at least, right? But then he's banging on then he's on the internet talking about the DA. Bro, you chill out, bro. You've been home for 3 months. Do you want to go back? Because they'll send you back. Freedom is priceless, bro. Like, your family's what matters, not little baby. Your kids. Your kids. This is another clown right here. Tekashi. I'm not saying Young Thug's a clown. I'm talking about, who was I talking about that was a clown? Loose Cannon is a clown. Ray J's acting like a clown. Tekashi claims that his friend was an informant and put the guns and everything in his house. Dude, you're going back to jail, bro. In May. Like, they're gonna take him in May because you've been out here, you've been acting crazy, but now you have guns and violations in your house. Bro, you're going back to jail, bro. Like, you did a lot of people dirty, including your kid. Like, nah. People will remain standing next to a guy like that. He's horrible, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Kevin Gates and Brittany Renner. She's cosplaying as a Muslim woman, and Kevin Gates is with it because he's probably cosplaying. I'm telling you, man. Like, this girl, Brittany Renner's. Yeah, she's trying to reinvent herself, Jordan. You're being a hater. No, this girl tries to reinvent herself every couple of years just to have something to work. She wanted to be the open girl talking about all her, activities with guys, right? That was one version of her. Then she tried to settle down. That was one version of her. Now she's a devout Muslim cosplaying as that because she wants to be seen as pure. She probably sat back one day and said, how can I be seen as the most pure? This is what I'm going to do. She could have became a nun, too. I mean, she had two choices. I'm not with that. You got to respect people's religion and everything. You don't just dance in and out of it, I know people that take that very serious. And they'll openly welcome you in. But you can't just choose not to be it one day. And I think that's what she's going to do. One day she'll be, that wasn't for me. I'm going to, like it's a buffet and you can pick what you want. SZA was exposed for lip singing because she tripped over this guy's leg and still held every note. Duh. Do you think any of these people were really singing, like a singer singing on stage? Very rarely. Mary J. Blige, like, you got to be really good. SZA's good, but you got to be like, you could be good in studio, right? But to be good performing, there's levels, Here we go. Little TJ talks about Blackboy Max. Says, I'm the type to slap a rapper. Bro, you have like 3-4 gun cases. It's like, bro, calm down. I swear, man. Don't people get scared to, like, when they get in trouble? They don't. Dave Bluntz wrote all Kanye stuff, including the cousin thing of going down on his cousin. You could tell all he's doing is stealing Dave Blunt's magic whatever it is, the way he records and sounds. His whole album sounds like Dave Blunt's. All he's doing, Dave Blunt's recorded an album, gave it to him, and he's just redoing it. That's all that's happening here. Kind of gave him a bunch of beats. He says, rhyme over these, and I'm going to redo what you did. And Dave Blunt's is cool with it. I would just charge him up front because who knows how much it's going to sell. No, but who's going to platform Kanye? That's my point. Justin Bieber just tweaking, bro. I've seen more and more footage of him in the crowd. Shh, bro. He was on something, bro. And Jeffree Star came out. Remember, that's the trans influencer that sells a lot of makeup. One of the original influencers for that kind of stuff, right? Well, she comes out and says that the rumors are true. Her and Kanye did sleep together. Remember that rumor was going around on Kanye? And then Boosie supposedly gets backlash from him reacting to Kanye's admission to going down on his cousin, saying, damn, Kanye, I feel bad for this dude. This dude been through some stuff, bro. He wrote through like a Frisbee. The rants make sense now. Not since. He must be using text-to-speech. This man's sucking D as a child. His mind's messed up. I hate him having to go through this as a child. It wasn't like he was forced, though. They wanted to reenact what they saw in magazines. I don't know how to feel about it. It's crazy. That's about it, man. I appreciate you all for watching. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button. Share this video if you can. And I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll get to some better stuff in a minute. But there's a lot of weird stuff going on today, too. Peace.